Yes, good day. Sarkin here, your teacher for the day. Our topic for today will be the basic foundations of math, which is real numbers. So, in our day-to-day living, really, numbers po is na-involved na po sa buhay natin. From the moment where we were born until the moment we're going to die, it purely involves numbers. From your birth certificate going to your death certificate. So, ano ba yung gamit ng numbers sa buhay natin? At the same time, what are those different subsets and subcategories of numbers? So, kailangan natin malaman po yung mathematical term rather than the common term. Because in the board examination po, the PRC will not ask you which of the following is a whole number, which of the following is a fractional number. No. They know for a fact na alam nyo na yan. What they are asking you are those mathematical terms. Which of the following is an integral number, which of the following is a natural number, which of the following is a rational number. So you need to know those mathematical terms over the common terms kasi yan po yung tanong sa board examination mismo. So, kapag sabing real numbers, sa first topic, in some books, you're going to see a drawing po like this. And we call this one as the real number line. Sa gitna po niya is 0, going to the right is positive, going to the left is negative. Sa positive side naman po, habang palaki na palaki yung number, palaki na palaki yung value. While on the negative side po, opposite po siya, habang palaki na palaki yung number, palit na palit yung value niya. So dito sa mga books mismo, makita mo yung drawing po na may nakasulat mga numbers. So we have your negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and the other would be the positive. So ang makita mo dyan are the whole number itself. So ibig sabihin pala, since real number yan, real number system yan, real number pala, andyan po na belong si whole number. But the problem with the whole number kasi, limited po yung set niya. There's much more bigger than that. No? At the same time po, misconception, may mga misconception din po tayo na kung saan si whole numbers ganito lang. So I'm going to clear it out later. So ngayon, tanong lang, when somebody will ask you, ano ba yung pinakamalaking number na alam mo? Ano ba yung pinakamaliit na number na alam mo? So basically po, you can never determine the smallest and largest because when we talk about numbers, it is infinite. That's why po, that is positive infinity. Yung pinakamalaki dyan, that is negative infinity. Or indirectly saying po, there's no such thing as the biggest or the smallest number because we can never determine sa sobrang lawak at sobrang laki po niya. So sobrang laki at saka lawak po niya, kailangan natin subset at saka subcategorize mismo. So ngayon, is there a number ba between 1 and 2 nag-exist? Kasi visually at saka physically, makikita mo dyan is yung mga number na iyan, the integers itself. The problem lang po is that may number pa ba nag-exist dyan? Yes, meron. That is 1.5. And 1.5 is nabilong po yan sa decimal. Is there a number pa ba nag-exist between 2 and 3? Yes, meron. That is 2 and 3/4. That is fraction. So, ibig sabihin po, hindi ibig sabihin hindi mo makita dyan, hindi siya nabilong sa real number na because both decimal and fraction and whole number belongs to real numbers mismo. The problem lang, hindi po yan ang question sa board exam. So, we need to know the mathematical terms. So, let's go over with these two subsets of real numbers. Andyan po si rational number at saka andyan po si irrational number. Kapag sabing rational number, the root word itself is ratio. Ibig sabihin, these are numbers na kung saan po pwedeng masulat as a ratio or it can be written in ratio form. That means to say, numbers po na pwedeng masulat po in the ratio of 1 is to 2, in the ratio of 2 is to 1, in the ratio of 3 is to 5. Kasi kapag sabing ratio po, it's comparison between two different things as far as quantity is concerned. The number of books to number of students. The number of students to number of books. The number of girls to number of boys. So you're comparing the quantity of boys and girls, the quantity of girls, books and students, as far as with their, ilan ba yung value niya, ilan ba sila, yung quantity mismo, ang pinag-usapan po, ang gi-compare mismo na ratio. So dito, ang pinakaunang subset po ng rational number ay si integers. Okay? Kapag sabing integers po, mas malaki po siya compared to whole number. Because integers are those non-fractional and non-decimal. Hindi siya fraction, hindi siya decimal. So more or less po, siya si whole number. The problem with the whole number, mas maliit yung source niya. Kasi sa integers po, is greater than the whole number. Or in fact, si whole number po is andyan under andyan po under kay integers si whole number. So, ano ba pagkakaiba sa dalawa, sir? When you talk about whole number po, ito yung common na ginagamit natin. Yes, we have 1. Sabi ng teacher niyo, get 1 whole sheet of paper. 1 is walang labis, walang kulang, hindi putol, hindi lengthwise, hindi crosswise po. Kailangan talaga buo. So, 1 is a whole number. Now, the same with 2, 3, then so on and so forth. The problem po, ang ending po nito is 9. After ng 9 is meron tayong 10. But within your set po, wala kang 0 nakalagay dyan. So, you can never use 10. In fact, hindi mo define mismo sa 0 is belong to whole number. So, you can never write number 10 kapag walang 0 at the end. So, that's why nga po, 0 belongs to whole number. Yan po yung hindi common alam ng mga tao mismo. So, 0 going to that area, going to the positive side mismo, those are example of whole number. So, ano ba yung specific set ng whole number? When the board exam will ask you, what are those non-negative integers? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng non-negative, sir? Siyempre, hindi negative. Si 0 po ba is non-negative? Yes, it is both non-negative and non-positive. Kasi wala po siyang sign. Neutral po siya kumbaga. While dito are the positive ones. So, kapag positive, of course, that is a non-negative. So, 0 and positive are both non-negative. So, they are called non-negative integers. So, our common term po is whole number. Pero kung gusto mo lang i-consider si positive lang, kailangan tayong magbaba. At andyan po si natural number. Bakit natural number po yung tawag sa kanya? By nature po, yan po yung alam na natin. From the moment po you were born hanggang lumalaki po tayo, your parents taught you these numbers. Ano yun, sir? Ang common po niyan is counting number. Ang mathematical term po niyan is natural number. They are just the same. When the board exam po is mahanap ng natural number, go on. If ever wala kayong mahanap ng natural number, go on for counting numbers. So, ano ba yung pagkakaiba ng dalawa, sir? Ano ba yung gamit ng dalawa, sir? So, on the board exam will be much more specific, ito yung positive. Bakit, sir? When you count, you never count with negative. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. And when you count, you always start with 1. You never start with 0. So, that's why po, kapag positive lang ang gusto mo, andyan papasok po si natural number or si counting numbers. Pero kung gusto mo lagyan ng 0 yan, that should be whole number. Pero kung gusto mo pong negative, positive, and 0, yan na po yung mas malaking set. Andyan na po si integers mismo. So, as you can see po, si integers po yung pinakamalaking set of all the three under sa rational number. But then again, kapag sabihin mong positive lang gusto mo, your answer should be natural. Kung wala kang mahanap natural, go on for counting. Positive lang po yan. Kung gusto mong non-negative, that includes 0 and positive, therefore your answer should be whole number. But if ever sabihin sa board exam, the negative, the positive, and 0, that should be the integers. And those numbers po is under rational number. Bakit po ba siya, sir, under sa rational number? Come to think of this example. The ratio of student to books is 2:1. So, kapag sabihin mo 2:1, ang ratio po niya, in simplified form po, is 2:1. So, ano bang other way of writing 2:1? That could be written as 2/1. I-simplify mo yung 2/1. Magkano ba yan? That is 2. O saan nabilong si 2? Nabilong sa counting number. Nabilong sa whole number. At nabilong sa integers. Ibig sabihin po, lahat ng integers is ang denominator niya is always 1. Kapag ang denominator is always 1, it can be written into fractional form. Or, this fractional form can be written also into ratio form. Ibig sabihin, 2/1, 2:1, or just equal to 2, is part of rational numbers simply because these two can be written into 2:1, which is in ratio form. How about si 10? How about si 5? 10 is 10:1. 5 is 5:1. So, all integers po can be written into ratio form. Therefore, all integers is called rational number. So, yan po yung best explanation po bakit nabilong yan sa integers. Now, next, under din po sa rational number, andyan po si fraction. Huwag kalimutan si fraction. At ang alam na alam niyo dito are 3. Andyan po si proper fraction. Next is improper fraction. At next is mixed fraction. So, doon po kakaiba ng tatlo. Kung sabihin proper fraction, we know for a fact na meron tayong numerator at saka denominator. Sino kasi numerator? Numerator is sa taas, denominator is yung sa baba. Numerator, taas, denominator, baba. Baba, denominator, taas, numerator. Anong gitna? Tawag is bar line or division line. So, if you compare the numerator over the denominator, dito po, numerator is always less than the denominator. Example, 1/2, 2/3, 3/4, those are proper fraction. While kung improper, ibig siya ng not proper, baliktad po niya. I-compare mo sa numerator over denominator, numerator is always greater than the denominator. And these are 4/3, 5/7, and so on and so forth. While for the mixed fraction, this is a combination of a whole number and a proper fraction. Or, mathematical term po, it is the sum of a whole number and a proper fraction. Hindi ko get it. Kapag sabi mo 1 and 1/2, that is the sum between 1 and 1/2. Combine mo yung dalawa po, it will become 1 and 1/2. So therefore, these are all kinds of fractions. Tanong, ang fractions na po ba iyan, bakit tinawag siyang ratio, rational form? It's because po, ang fraction po can be written also in ratio form. Okay, for example, ito, boys to students, no? A number of books to students. A number of books is 1, a number of students is 2. So for every book, ang mag-share is 2 estudyante. If we're going to write that one in other form, that would become 1/2. Ang 1/2, anong klase yan? That is fraction. Proper fraction. Kapag sabihin mo 3/2, that is 3/2. This still, that is in ratio form. So lahat ng fraction, mapa-proper, mapa-improper, at mapa-mix, can be written into ratio form. So lahat ng fraction is called rational number. So integers and fraction are all called rational numbers. So ibig sabihin po, those twos are part of rational number. Hindi pa tapos dyan. Meron pa tayong pangatlo. So pangatlong part naman po sa rational numbers, andyan po si decimals. Kapag sabing decimals po, we could have 1.5, 1.75, 1.333, so on and so forth. Okay? So ngayon, let's take a look at the example of 1:2. Yung sinasabi natin, books to student. Ano ba yung other form of writing 1:2? That would be 1/2. Ang 1/2 po, ano other way of writing that one? 0.5. So that's a decimal number. Decimal number, a number that comes with decimal point. So as you can see, ilang digit ba ang makita mo after the decimal point? It's only 1, and that is the digit 5. Is there a number pa ba na kung saan continuous? Is there a number pa ba na kung saan nag-repeat po siya? Wala. And we call this one as terminating decimal. Bakit terminating, sir? May hangganan, may katapusan. No? Ibig sabihin po, may ending po siya. So hanggang dyan lang. It's a decimal number that has a terminating of digits. So ibig sabihin po, itong 0.5 ba, na kung saan terminating decimal, ma-convert ba mo ba doon sa fraction? Yes. At itong fractional form ba, meron mo siyang ratio form? Yes. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng decimal na kung saan terminating na belong sa rational number. Okay, how about it, sir? 1:3. I-compare mo yan. Fractional form niya, 1/3. I-convert mo yan gamit ang calculator mo, kung meron ka man, that is 0.33333, that. So, ibig sabihin po, that, a repetition of digit 3. That means to say, a decimal number that comes with repeating digits. And we call this one as a repeating decimal. Ibig sabihin, a decimal po that comes with repeating digits. So that means to say po, itong repeating digits na ito, or repeating decimal na ito, meron po ba siyang fractional form? Yes. At kung may fractional form ba siya, meron ba siyang ratio form? Yes. So ibig sabihin, both terminating and repeating, na belong po yan sa rational numbers simply because these are the decimal numbers na pwede mo siyang magawa as a ratio. So the best explanation or the simplest explanation talaga, anong difference ba, sir, ng rational at irrational? It's because si rational po can be written in ratio form, while si irrational po cannot be written in ratio form o wala po siyang ratio form. Okay? So again, integers, rational. Fractions, rational. Decimals, rational. All of them are all called rational number. So ngayon, sir, ano ba yung meron sa irrational number? Ano ba yung pagkakaiba, sir? Okay? So kapag sabing irrational na numbers, ang best example niyan si pi. No, alam na alam natin po, ang value ni pi po is 3.14. Or some books would use 3.1416. The problem po, this is not the exact value of pi. Bakit po sir? Hindi exact, that is just approximation. Ibig sabihin approximation po, that is estimation lang. Hindi pa siya exact talaga because if you're going to consider the value of pi talaga, kulang pa yung space ng screen na ito para mapuno, para ma-occupy mo yung value ni pi because the value of pi is non-terminating, walang katapusan. At the same time, if you look at the numbers po, wala pong nag-ulit-ulit dyan. Therefore, it is also a non-repeating decimal. Decimal number po siya because it comes with decimal point. Ibig sabihin po, non-terminating and non-repeating po na belong si pi. Hindi siya nag-ulit-ulit at wala siyang katapusan. That's why it's called irrational number. Bakit sa'yo? Kasi nga, wala siyang ratio. Hindi siya masulat as ratio. Sige daw, sabihin niyo sa akin, give me a ratio form of pi. Give me a fractional form of pi. Give me a ratio form of pi. Wala. Because pi belongs to irrational number. Ano pa yung example, sir? Square root of 2. I-compute yung square root of 2, it's 1 point something na iyan. Yung something na iyan is also non-terminating and non-repeating. That means to say, pi and square root of 2 belongs to irrational. So, sir, lahat ba ng square root, sir, are irrational? No. Square root lang po of prime numbers. No? So, square root of 2, square root of 3, square root of 5, square root of 7. Kasi sabihin mo square root of 4, square root of 4 is magkano, sir? 2. And 2 belongs to what? Integers, counting numbers, natural numbers. At itong 2 is equal to 2 over 1. At ang 2 over 1 can be written into 2 is to 1. Therefore, nabilong yan sa rational number. So, hindi lahat ng square root po are irrational. Some of the prime numbers po na square root po niya, those are irrational numbers. So, ngayon, let's distinguish the two. Let's have a conclusion for the two. Rational numbers can be written in ratio form. Irrational numbers cannot be written in ratio form. Ang tanong, sir, merong bang irrational na whole number? Sagot, wala. Kasi kapag whole number, automatic, may ratio siya, automatic rational number siya. Sir, tanong, merong bang irrational, sir, na fraction? Wala. Kasi kapag fraction, it can be written into ratio form, automatic po, rational number din siya. Tanong, meron bang decimal, sir, na irrational? Yes, meron. Because si decimal po, apat po sila lahat. Apat na klase. Andyan si terminating and repeating. At nabilong yan sa rational. Lagyan mo ng word na not terminating, not repeating, mabilong na po yan sa irrational. So, therefore po, hindi lahat ng decimal na belong sa rational. So, ang kalahati po niya, ang 2 sets po niya is andun sa irrational, ang kalahati po is andun naman sa rational. So, those are numbers under real numbers. Ang tanong, sir, bakit tinawag siyang real numbers po? Simply because we're going to apply it in our real life. No? Pupunta ka sa palengke. Mabili ka ng kalahating kilo isda. What is kalahati? 1/2. And what is 1/2? Fraction. At what is fraction? Rational, irrational, rational. So, what is rational number? Real or hindi? Real number. Tanong, yung 1/2 na yan, na-apply mo ba sa totoong buhay mo? Nakabili ka ba ng totoong isda? Nakabili ka ba ng totoong bagay? Na-apply mo ba sa real world? In real life? Yes, that's why yung 1/2 is what we call a real number. How about 0? Have you experienced ma-0 ka sa quiz? Yes. Therefore, 0 is example of a real number because real life experience yan. How about yung presyo ng Ariel sa palengke? That is 750. 750 is a decimal number. Terminating, repeating. Terminating decimal. Saan na bilong? Rational, irrational. Rational. Saan na bilong sa rational? Real numbers. So, all those numbers that exist at the encounter mo sa buhay mo are called real numbers. Mapa-rational or irrational po, those are real numbers. Ang tanong, sir, is there a number na kung saan po outside real number? Yes, we call that one as imaginary number. Bakit imaginary, sir? Kasi hindi po siya real. Never mo na-apply sa buhay mo ito. Never mo po nakita at saka na-encounter. Sino ba sila, sir? Andyan po si square root of negative 1. Eh, magkano pala yan, sir? Is equal to I. I-input mo yan sa calculator mo, it will become po math error or syntax error. Bakit po sir? Never yan naka-input sa memory ng calculator because yung calculator mo is totoong bagay yan. Ginagamit ng totoong tao sa totoong buhay. Therefore, it can only compute real numbers. Never mo makita yung square root negative 1 dyan or yung I mismo. Punta ka sa palengke, makabili ka ba ng kalahating kilong isda na kung saan, oy, suki, mga 100i lang ito, 100i. O yung tinatawag ng sardinas, 1050i. You can never encounter this kind of number in real life. But then po, nag-exist po ito sa mathematics. And these are called imaginary numbers. So, all in all po, these are purely numbers in mathematics. Let's have a summary. So, the biggest set, andyan po si real number. Yung dalawang subcategories niya, andyan po si rational number at saka si irrational number. Now, under rational number po, andyan si integers. Tapos, under integers po, andyan si whole number, which are the non-negative integers. Kung gusto mo lang positive lang, andyan si natural number. Okay, or counting number. So, ito is positive only, ito is 0, at saka positive. Ito is negative, positive, and 0 mismo. So, those are under integers. But outside integers, na kung saan under sa rational, andyan si fractions. At andyan si decimals. Okay? But sa decimals po, hindi lahat ng decimals. Ha? Tandaan, andyan lang po si terminating at saka si repeating. But those not terminating and not repeating ng decimals, andyan po si irrational. So, not terminating at saka not repeating. Okay? So, decimals po, andyan po si irrational. So, those two belongs to real number. But outside real number, andyan si imaginary number. So, those are all numbers in mathematics. Okay? For any questions and concerns po, you may put your comment below. Thank you.